My name is Monica Smith. I'm from Reignite Democracy Australia. I am a journalist and I was here today at Treasury Gardens to report on a protest event that was hosted by Stop the Sale of Victoria Facebook page event. And I was arrested 3 times today for doing my job because they didn't believe that that's why I was there. And I don't think it's their right to actually judge me on the spot. I believe that's like a judge's job. But anyway, I'm a little bit in shock right now. I don't know if I'm going to get out exactly what I want to say, but today was just really eye-opening. You know, there's this new thing that I've come up with, which is political discrimination, and I really feel that today more than any other day. I feel that if we were protesting Black Lives Matter or even climate change, the police wouldn't have treated us like this. Now, I was handcuffed twice. I was put in a Dibby van. I was in the Dibby van for about 45 minutes. They then released me and said, "We highly suggest you go home." And I said, "Look, we just want to have a few speeches. Yeah, we're going to socially distance. We're going to stay in groups of 10. And they said, "Yeah, that's fine." So I said, "Great, this is great." Like, I thought we were really making headway to work with the police because that's what I want to do. I want to be able to work with them to have legal, peaceful protests. And then we were talking, we were socially distancing and we got completely surrounded. There was probably 10 police to every one person and it was really intimidating. They said, "Put your hands over your heads and walk out if you don't want to get arrested." And I said, "I'm a journalist, I'm here as a journalist, so I'm not going to put my hands over my head." And then they detained me for the 3rd time. You know, I personally, I'm losing sympathy for the police, but I still really would like to mend the relationship between the police and the people. I would really love to work with them because I don't want my children to be scared of the police. I want them to be able to call them when they're in trouble. And if this keeps happening, we're going to lose complete faith in the police and we're going to have no one to call when we're in trouble. And it's very, very scary. They're acting like Daniel Andrews' personal army. It seems that if you talk out against the government, they totally harass you and they detain you and they arrest you. And this is very, very, very dangerous. I mean, it's communism, really. We should be able to talk out about the government if we want to. Whether they agree with it or not, that's really none of their business, but that's just not the case. So we are going to continue to try and hold peaceful events and we'll just see what happens. Positive things have come out of COVID. Positive things have come out of the way Daniel Andrews has handled this situation. And that is that people have found purpose. They've found their voice. I think people have realised that democracy is not a right, it's a privilege, which means that we need to work for that. We also need to educate our children, our friends, our family that democracy needs to be fought for on a continual basis. I think we've all sat down too long and just seen these things happen and not done anything about it. I think we need to take a little bit of responsibility that we're in this position because of our neglect to react and to act. So I believe that people have learnt a really great lesson and we've met friends that we never would have met before because we found a common purpose. And I think we just need to keep fighting and hope that we can get our country back.